I'm Kym-Marsh. There are 45,000 new teen mums in Britain every year.
Were you in love with your boyfriend?
Drunk.
Oh, were you drunk?
And back in the 90s, I was one of them.
You know, when there's just you and the kids and you don't have enough money for electricity, that's harsh.
Teen mums get judged.
Do you know the way people get to us go, oh yeah, she opens her legs to anyone?
Hate that word, slag. It's horrible. What does it mean?
And the stigma makes it hard to change your life. My daughter Emily has just become a teenager, and I dread what happened to me happening to her.
That's not going to happen, is it, Emily?
Am I being judgmental?
I've never ever cooked in this house, never ever cooked.
Or is it easier being a teen mum these days?
Don't be upset. Come.
I'm here in the north to find out. In the 90s, I was a single mum raising 2 kids and living off benefit. After a gap of 13 years, I've just had my 3rd child, a little girl called Polly.
Yeah, I love being a mum. It's the best job in the world, isn't it? It's the most stressful, though. It is the most stressful, and it's the most tiring, but it's great, and I really enjoy it.
This time around, I don't have to worry about the cost of nappies, and that's made me think about my experiences as a young mum on the dole.
I do kind of sit there and think, oh, how did I manage that? Particularly when I had 2. By the time I was 21, I had 2 kids under the age of 4. I think to myself now, oh my God, how did I ever manage?
It feels like yesterday I was a terrified 18-year-old, staring at a blue line on a pregnancy test and wondering how to break the news to my parents. My mum remembers that day all too well.
I was in shock.
Yeah.
I was in shock.
Were you disappointed in me?
I wouldn't say disappointed, no. No, I wasn't disappointed. I was scared for you, you know. And it made me realise how my mum must have felt when I told her about me. I thought, how are you going to cope? You know, and not just looking after the baby, it's expense. Where would you live?
Me and my boyfriend and our little boy David ended up living with my mum and dad. But that was stressful for everyone because Dad was really ill.
Little David was really bad through the nights, and it was disturbing your dad. It was upsetting him. And I thought, I love her to bits, but I've got to do something here. I can't put your dad through that. And I had to ask her to find somewhere else.
Oh, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Oh, Mum, don't cry.
I just felt so guilty.
Why?
Because it was as though I was making you go.
Oh, don't be silly.
Sorry.
Mum had nothing to be sorry about. She had loads on her plate. Back in my old area of Ashton in Makerfield, I've come to find the house where me and the kids first lived on our own.
My God, they've definitely done that up since I lived there. We've got a plastic door now. Ooh, that is not how it was. I made it as comfortable as possible for the kids. I used tester pots to paint the kids' bedrooms. I couldn't afford big pots of paint, and like an octopus and like a seahorses and stuff. We used to have a card meter, fibre of electric every week, and that to last me. It didn't. I was sat in the dark. It's just a bit povy, you know.
Having the kids and living here made me more focused than ever on becoming a singer. When I got my big break in reality TV band Hearsay, my life changed completely. Today, I've got my dream job as an actress in Coronation Street. My son David is now a strapping 16-year-old lad, and my little girl has just become a teenager. But it petrifies me to see how quickly Emily's growing up, because when it comes to the women in our family, there's a definite Marsh tradition.
So you were 18 when you were pregnant with your first?
Yeah.
I was 18 when I was pregnant with my first. My sister was 18 when she was pregnant with her first.
It's mad.
Does that mean Emily's going to be 18 when she's pregnant with her? I really hope not.
No. I don't think Emily would want that.
She's already well in love with this boyfriend. Oh, God, honestly. I mean, he's a nice kid and everything, but she is only 13.
They're only
But then you
kids.
stop her from seeing him, and then, like, it'll bring a whole host of other issues.
Yeah.
But I just sit there and go, oh, I hope you're not being silly. I don't want her to have a baby at 18.
No.
I don't want her to.
To help me figure out what it was about my own experiences of being a young mum that makes me so worried for my teenage daughter, I'm meeting today's teen mums. From 19-year-old Hannah, who's finding domestic life a chore.
It's a mad time of the day. Lived there 3 months, I've never cooked once. Not once.
To Kelly, living on benefits but desperate to earn her own cash.
People go, oh, young women do for benefits and houses, but we don't.
No.
Definitely don't.
And Levi, who got pregnant at just 13.
Some days I'd wake up and be petrified, and other days I'd be like, I'm having a baby.
While 16-year-old Kirsty is finding motherhood lonely.
It just got too much, I just couldn't handle it anymore.
The girls will remind me of the struggles I faced.
I get judged everything I do, I just...
And having been a teen mum myself, I'm hoping to give them the wisdom of my experience.
Saving you here about 50 quid.
Coming up, she can't cook or clean and spends all her cash on takeaways. I meet the teen mum who's just started living in her own flat.
I'm a bit domesticated at all. I'm having to learn to, obviously, because otherwise she's just going to turn out to be a slob.
And the 18-year-old battling the stigma of being a young mum.
You know, the way people get judged, go, oh yeah, she opens her legs to anyone, but it wasn't like that.
Long before I was on the TV, I was a 19-year-old mum living on benefits.
At the time, I felt, well, I'm an adult. There's nothing I don't know. I'm really grown up and I can deal with this. I didn't realise, how difficult it was going to be.
Has fending for yourself gotten any easier for today's teenage mums? Hannah from Manchester is 19 and has just moved out of home with 9-month-old daughter Maisie.
I like living on my own because I can do what I want when I want, the washing when I want or when I need it.
But 3 months in and Hannah is behaving more like a student than a mum.
Let's just tell the truth, I'm not really a housewife.
Partying with the girls comes before cleaning. And home-cooked meals have been replaced by junk food, even for daughter Maisie. I moved out at 19 as well, so I've come over to have a nosy at Hannah's new home.
I am lazy, I'll always admit that.
Are you all right?
Yeah, come in.
Can I come in? Thank you.
Sorry about the ish mess.
Kim and Aggie would have a field day in here, wouldn't they? Nothing in here apart from dog stuff. Where are your pots and pans, young lady?
I'm telling you, there's none.
Hannah.
Sis, I told you, there's nothing in.
You've got nothing.
Oh, plastic cups.
You've got nothing in. You haven't even got a teacup.
No, I don't cook. I don't cook one bit. I've actually lived there for 3 months, I've never cooked once.
Cooker.
With the kitchen a no-go zone for Hannah, she relies on the local takeaway joints for her food.
Maisie, well, it's a mad time of the day.
And baby Maisie eats expensive jars of baby food.
Wait. She does like some good things, but she likes all the bad things. Look, can't you tell what she's been eating? Chips, pizza, apple and mango. There's more chips over there, because that's where she was eating before. She will not eat anything unless it's either out in front of her or on the floor. Is that chippy? Is that chippy chips? Is that chippy chips?
If I was in Hannah's shoes, what would I do? And what would I have done back then? I couldn't have had the luxury of eating out all the time. If I went out with my babies in the pushchair and I bought them a sausage roll, it was because I'd been on payday and I went to the bakery and bought a sausage roll. But to actually eat out and have takeaways pretty much every day puzzles me.
When I was a teen mum, my number one worry was money. At Hannah's favourite lunchtime spot, I want to know how she's so flash with her cash.
So what do you get? What benefits do you get?
I get myself, I think, 135 every 2 weeks. And I get her child tax and her child benefit.
Wow, that's not a lot of money, is it? That's
I know. It's like tiny, isn't it? And my payday, I'd get all her stuff. Her nappies, wipes, everything, just get that in bulk. So I know for a fact, whatever money's left, I don't have to worry that she's going to go without.
No.
No, we're not eating anymore. No. And then I don't know. After that,
You don't know.
I actually don't know where it all goes. I get money and it goes. It goes without me realising. It just, God knows, it just goes.
When I was living on my own with the kids, I generally cooked because I couldn't afford to eat out.
I don't eat out as much. I get takeaways in.
Yeah?
Pretty much, yeah. Especially during the day.
Yeah. If Hannah doesn't learn to budget, she's going to end up really running into some debt.
The skint time. It is.
And her electric and her gas and everything's going to go by the wayside.
£11.13 till Wednesday.
Talking about all of this from experience, it's not just me observing and making a judgment going, oh, how ridiculous. It's me worrying about it.
When I first lived on my own, I got into a load of debt with catalogues. My mum really helped me out at the time.
Hi, darling. How are you? What brings you in? What are you after?
Do you mean what am I after? Like I don't ever come to see you.
I've come round to get her advice on Hannah because I can't sit back and watch her make the same mistakes I did.
I don't understand how she doesn't know how much money
Honestly, don't get it. And we're working out that she's probably spending all her money on food.
She needs somebody to sit her down and just work out, you know, let's just work out what monies you've got coming in and what monies you've got going out, what you have to pay. Do it like that, chat to her like that. That way it's not as though you're interfering.
She's not thinking about the bigger picture.
No, clearly not.
You know, and the future and the, you know what I mean? She's not planning for that. This baby's going to be with her for 18 years at least.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
and they don't get any easier.
No, they don't. I'm looking at her now.
Hey, you! Where are you going?
With a plan of action up my sleeve, I'm back with Hannah. But before I put my suggestions to her, I get to meet Hannah's mum, Wendy, who takes Maisie for a few days every week to give Hannah a break.
There you go. Holiday.
With Hannah out of the room, I take the chance to find out how Wendy thinks she's coping on her own.
At the end of the day, she is only 19, but at the other end of the day, she's a mummy. And, you know, she has to step up to the mark now, unfortunately. It's difficult. And then you have your mother come and say, you're not tidy enough.
Yeah.
Clean that bathroom.
My mum came here, she'd be like...
And if I do it for her every time, she won't do it. And she'll let you do it. We're proud that she had Maisie. A lot of young girls would have said no. We offered to have Maisie and bring her up so that she could carry on her education, things like that. But she's stubborn, Hannah. She listens to other people, so hopefully she'll listen to you and your advice, because you've been through it.
You've not been talking about me, have you?
Would we talk about you?
Yeah. You want to have a cuddle with Mummy? Ah.
It's no surprise Hannah's always skint when she's spending all her money on expensive jars of baby food and takeaways. She needs a financial wake-up call, and I'm just hoping she's open to what I have to say.
I've been where you are, so I want to try and give you maybe a little bit of help and just kind of steer in the right direction. If you don't mind me doing that.
No, I don't mind. It needs to be done, to be honest, and I don't listen to my mum.
So you're going to do your shop, what you normally buy and what you normally spend, and I'm going to spend the same amount of money. Oh, it's just there, the supermarket. And we're going to see if I can make it any better for you.
Right.
OK? OK, then. So you've got your 50 quid. I've got mine.
I'm going to
You
go that way.
and I'm going to go this way. See you later.
See you in a bit. Best aisle in the world, the baby aisle. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look at that organic broccoli, £1.40. £1.40, that's 89 pence.
I'm convinced I can make my 50 quid stretch to feed her and Maisie healthily.
Maisie will love mashed potato. She'll love it. Put lots of different toppings on. Oh, she'll like it much better than a jar.
7, 8, 9, 10. And this is why I do it first day of payday. So otherwise, I probably wouldn't have enough.
I love a challenge. That's why I'm going out with Jamie. Look, 44p. I might get 2 of those.
Dinner time jars, tea time jars, dessert jars, breakfast jars, milk, juice, nappies, my juice.
And some noodles, actually, because they're all right. They're only £1.
some crisp and probably a bag of chocolate or something.
I'm thinking if she's going to say, I don't have time, then she's got time for that.
So do eat healthy at times. Don't always crap.
And it's back to the house to compare shopping bags. But with twice as many as Hannah, I think I've shown her how to make her money stretch.
Porridge. And I've got stuff in here for Maisie and for you for a week. Right, so I've saved you a fortune there. You don't want to get in debt, because once you start getting in debt, you start getting black marks against your name. You can't get out of it. It becomes really stressful.
That's quite shocking, to be honest. It really is.
And with all this food in the house, it's time to christen the kitchen.
And I brought a little present for you, which is... I got you a wok, right? And I got you a little mixing bowl and spatula, and I got you some cleaning bits. Your very own marigolds. But this will be really useful for you, which is a hand blender. So that will be really handy for when you're mushing up all of the carrot and broccoli and things like that.
Bless you.
OK, so hopefully you'll get some.
Yeah, of course.
So what do you think you'd be doing now if you didn't have Maisie?
I don't actually know.
You couldn't imagine your life
I'd
without
probably
her
be
now.
still living at home or something.
That's maybe why you found it hard then. You know, not expecting
Probably.
to get pregnant.
I really wasn't expecting it.
This is a 24-hour job.
No, there's no job that's 24 hours except for being a mum.
Hannah obviously didn't expect to get pregnant when she did, and that has altered her plans, altered her life. And she really should be out there doing what other 19-year-olds are doing, and instead she's actually being a mum. And fair play to her, she's standing up there and she's doing it, and she's standing by her daughter.
I never really thought about how much money I was spending out. Just crappy bits instead of proper food. Never really knew what was coming in and out the house and how to go about saving money and stuff. From now on, I will do. I'll start saving, like, putting bits in a money bank or something and treating her.
My second teen mum is 18-year-old Kelly from Liverpool.
I hate benefits. I feel like people go to work, they pay for me while I'm at home, where I should be out working, paying for my own living.
Kelly was 16 when she got pregnant, 2 years younger than me when I had David.
So when that line came up in your pregnancy test, what went through your head at that point?
My life's over. I'm not going to have no life. I'm not going to have no job. People are going to judge me. People are going to think I'm like a slag or a slapper. Like, do you know the way people get judged? Go, oh yeah, she opens her legs to anyone. But it wasn't like that. It was like my first ever boyfriend. Like, I got with him when I was 15 and I finished with him when I was 18.
Hate that word, slag. It's horrible. What does it mean? I've been a teenage mum. I've lived with the stigma. I've had people stare at me in the street when I'm pregnant, go, look at her, she's about 12. Oh, she must be a right little slapper. Was it a shock? Did you mean to get pregnant?
No, I was on the pill, but I forgot to take it. But even though that's no excuse.
Kelly's living on benefits, but wants a better life for her and her 1-year-old daughter, Ruby.
Ruby, be careful, please.
She's doing everything she can to turn her dream of becoming a hairdresser into a reality.
Even if I can just get in a job and just make teas and coffee.
But it's proving tougher than she expected.
Nothing there again.
So you're living where at the moment?
With my mum.
With your mum?
Yeah. I'm not going to get my own house till I'm financially stable.
Yeah.
And that's... Because people go, oh, young mum, we do it for benefits and houses, but we don't.
No.
Definitely don't.
No.
Until Kelly can get a job, money's tight, so she's taken to selling cosmetics door to door to make a bit of extra cash.
Yeah. All right.
There's a little similarity between you and me, because I used to do Ann Summers catalogues and parties and things. Yeah, I did.
It's money for me, Annie, and I can buy nice things, and I know, like, she just wants love, but she gets love, but I want her to have nice things. I think that's the main reason why I do this. I wouldn't do it otherwise. I don't want her to think it's OK to be on benefits, because it's not. I know that I'd rather be working than be sitting on my ass all day doing nothing.
Is it bringing you much money?
It's out, like I've had no money out of it. Like if you get like 20 customers, you get like a tenner or something. Depends how much they order. It's like sometimes it's a waste of time, but I just try to. There we go, all done.
I've come with Kelly to Youth Service Connections, where 3 times a week she searches for work as a hairdressing apprentice.
So what is this place then?
But with youth unemployment at a record high of 20%, Kelly isn't having any luck. The constant knockbacks have clearly taken their toll, and Kelly's self-esteem has suffered.
Everywhere I go, they just say no. I feel like there's no point going to an interview because I want to get rejected. That's what I feel like.
How much does having Ruby affect you getting a job?
Ruby's on my CV, and I think when they read that, that puts them off taking me on. Oh, they won't do anything. She's got a kid. She's not bothered. She'll be coming in any time. She'll be always late. But I'm not like that. I'm completely different.
You went down there and got it. How would you feel about that?
I think I'd be shocked because it's not normal for me to be happy. Why would I get a job? Why would they pick me? I haven't got nothing much really to offer. There's girls out there who are like better than me at stuff.
Oh, why do you think that?
I don't know. It's just my eyes are watering.
Oh, why do you think that?
I don't know.
Not got much confidence. Is it hard? Oh, man, don't be upset. Come on. I know it's difficult. It's so heartbreaking to watch her in tears like that. It's not nice.
I can relate to Kelly's unfulfilled ambition. By the time I hit my early 20s, I was going for audition after audition, but getting nowhere.
When I got rejected, I think some of the time it was because I had children, definitely. You know, because it was going really well until you mentioned that you've got 2 children, and then it's like, oh, have you? Oh, well, how is that going to work?
Coming up, it took one phone call for my life to change. But will getting a break be that easy for Kelly?
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, I am.
Be excited.
I'm still scared.
When I was a teen mum, I faced loads of prejudice.
When I got rejected, I think some of the time it was because I had children, definitely. Beauty Foundation learning.
18-year-old Kelly is battling against the stereotype of the lazy teen mum.
Being rejected that many times, I feel like there's no point going to an interview.
But last night, she rang me with some good news. Today, she's got an interview to be a hairdresser's apprentice. Her confidence is so low. I'm here to give her some moral support.
I'm excited for you.
I know I am.
Be excited.
I'm still scared.
What are your main worries about it? What do you?
Ruby.
Okay.
Because Ruby's on my CV, that's why.
My main interest is spending quality time with my baby daughter, Ruby.
Yeah.
So maybe if they ask you about Ruby, maybe say all positive things. You know, I have my mum on standby to help out, you know, with childcare.
Yeah.
And put those ideas into their head.
I'll be shaking before I go in the room.
Yeah.
Because once I'm in the room, my mind goes blank.
Live television, on the carpet, having photos taken, I hate it. I have to pretend that I'm confident. So today, you're going to be an actress.
And now, down to more practical matters.
I suppose you've got to think about what sort of impression they want to give off.
As long as you look smart, I think that's the main thing.
Yeah.
As long as you don't go in looking like a scruff, they're just no.
Right.
No, would you say no? For an interview, jumpsuits?
Yeah.
No.
No, I think it's the top part, you know, because it's one shoulder,
Yeah.
it might not be.
Obviously this one needs ironing, but it's like...
No. Definitely not, no.
Makeup scene. Converse.
Like going on holiday in that.
I know, with my flip-flops and my hat.
I quite like that.
Yeah,
I think
that one.
I think that might be quite nice.
OK, but I'll bees all my hair, put them a little braid all the way back.
Be amazing, that.
Yeah, definitely get it. Well, I'll try this one and then see what you think and try that one on. And then see what you think. Do you think I tuck the shirt in my pants?
We'll put it on and we'll see.
This one? It's not really... I don't really like this one.
No. Oh, yeah. I prefer that one.
Well, better.
Yeah, it's better, yeah. It's more
Okay.
flattering. I think it looks nicer.
Wear this one.
Yeah, I'd wear that one.
Pants.
Black pants.
Do you think me rocket dog flip-flops or black shoes?
I definitely think the shoes.
Shoes.
Definitely the shoes. I think you look really smart. I think you're going to go in there and give them some hell.
Come on, kid.
Right, I'll see you in a cloud.
Go on then.
Okay.
Good luck.
I think she's definitely calmed down slightly. So hopefully she'll do all right. She just needs to be herself, just embrace herself.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this will be a turning point for Kelly.
Hiya, can I just have a
It took just one phone call for my life to change forever.
David and Emily were watching Paddington and my mum said, you're going for an audition tomorrow.
With 3,000 other hopefuls, I went along to the Manchester auditions for a TV show called Pop Stars.
When I actually got there and we were asked to fill in a form, and it asks all, are you married, and this, that and the other. But it never mentioned, have you got children? And I said to my mum, what do I do? Do I just offer this information, even though they've not asked? Or do I just hang on to it for now? And she said, you shut your mouth for now.
When I won my place in the band, I told the producers about David and Emily, but a few months later I was shocked when it became part of the show.
Suddenly it was written into the TV show and it was made this huge deal that, you know, I'd not told them that I had children. I wanted to change their life. I wanted to change my life. Sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do. When you do tell people about your kids, you should always do it with a smile on your face because they are the reason that you want to move forward.
Your CV, you've got a young daughter.
Yeah. She's a brilliant little girl. She's dead good.
And she should be proud of being Ruby's mum.
Because I've got Ruby, it might come across that I'm not like, I haven't got childcare, but I've always got childcare all the time.
Brilliant.
At first I was nervous, but then I got, like, once I talked, I was fine, and she thinks I'll go well and I could go far, so hopefully it's something good. But
So
it's you give me the confidence. Good luck. I know, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, you too.
Take care,
You
honey.
too, bye. I don't want to cry, I don't want to get emotional, but she's just given me that much hope to hold on to and to fight for something that I want. So I'm going to keep fighting and I'll get there one day. I know it's going to be a good future for me and Ruby. I know it is.
There's no reason that having a child should mean that you give up on your own dreams. There's no reason you can't have both.
I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you.
You've got to keep believing in yourself and you've got to keep fighting for you and for your kids. They're more of a reason to spur yourself on.
The harsh realities of being a teen mum today are becoming clearer to me, which makes me more worried than ever for my daughter. Gym slip mums get the worst press of all, and I'm not sure how I'd have coped if I got pregnant at 13, like my next teen mum, Levi.
When I first had him, I didn't want to leave him, but it was hard to go back to school after, when I had him. But I suppose you have to go to school, don't you?
Levi from Crewe is a gym slip mum who lives with her mother, 2 brothers, and 15-month-old son, Harvey. She'd just turned 13 when she fell pregnant.
I thought about it for a couple of weeks and I decided to keep him, and now he's here.
But with Levi being so young, I can't help but wonder if it's Granny that's really bringing up baby.
That's where Harvey sleeps.
Oh, look at his little bed.
Obviously, that's where I sleep. And then all his toys.
Oh, bless him. He likes Waverloo then.
Yeah. He did. He's gone off it now after I bought it.
Oh, has he?
But who's really bringing Harvey up, Mum or Granny?
Oh, he looks really tired. Is he tired?
Yeah. Do you want Winnie Pram? Watch Peppa Pig?
A lot of mums, I would imagine, with Levi being so young, would want to take control of that situation, but you very much allow her to do her.
Well, at the beginning I tried to help her.
Yes.
Because Nana, young mum.
Yes, of course.
We let her now. She asks us now. We take a back seat now, but weekends we do things together, but that's it. She's his mum, but we all help.
Right, so what we're doing now, we're getting Harvey's lunch sorted.
Yeah.
So is this something that you do? Would you do this all the time when you're not at school? You like to
Yeah. And then, if my mum's making Sunday dinner, she'll, put some aside for Harvey.
Right, so he eats good food then?
Yeah.
So what are you making for him there?
Mashed and spaghetti.
Mash and spaghetti. What's his favourite food?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Is it? He likes to eat that. Is he able to feed himself now? Does he?
He won't let me feed him.
Oh, really? He likes to do
Unless
it
he's
himself.
yogurt.
Oh, really? So he uses his own spoon and things. Has that been in the fridge?
In the cupboard.
I didn't expect her to be the main carer. I thought Mum would be doing everything. And I was very wrong, I must admit. And that was me, maybe prejudging, like other people prejudge. And I didn't think that I would have, but I did, clearly.
What do you think is the hardest part of being a teen mum?
When, like, everybody's going out to party, and then you've got to say, like, well, I have to see you back and come out tonight.
Do you go out, though, sometimes? Your mum babysit while you go out?
But I prefer to stay in now, really, in case something happens and I'm, like, he needs me.
When she's not at school, Levi's spending all her time with Harvey. She seems desperate to show she's a good mum and prove her critics wrong. Like any mum, I'd do anything for my kids. But what's it like to give up your entire teenage life to become a parent at 13?
And you were so young to be having sex.
I know.
Weren't you, really? Was it just... Were you in love with your boyfriend? You must have been.
Just drunk.
Oh, were you drunk? What were you doing drinking? You at a party?
Yeah.
And does he see Harvey?
No, I don't see him.
No, he doesn't see Harvey. What about your friends? Did you tell your friends at school?
I didn't tell no one at first. I just kept it quiet as long as I could. As soon as I started showing, people were like when you walked past them, they'd whisper, and you knew they was talking about you.
Never get that upset again?
Yeah, I did get upset a bit because my hormones were everywhere and I kept being sick and stuff. Some people call me names, but I just ignored them, carried on.
What sort of names?
Like slag and stuff like that. My mates would stick up for me, but I didn't want to stick up for myself. To maybe more determined, like to show them that I can have him and look after him.
She was same age as my daughter when she got pregnant, which is terrifying for me to hear that. It's like, and she's barely 15.
When it comes to raising Harvey, Levi is totally hands-on. But how much is she sacrificing along the way? I joined Levi at her hour-long dance class, the only time in the week she's ever away from son Harvey.
Very bad memories of dance class. I hated dance class, my God. But she enjoys it. It's nice to see her. She's having a bit of a giggle.
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, that was really good. So is this what you, how many times a week do you do this?
Twice. But I'll put him to sleep. He'll be asleep when I come. So he won't miss me.
You're really worried about that. Do you feel guilty about
leaving him?
Leaving him while you come?
Yeah.
Do you? Why do you feel guilty?
I just think it's a mother's job.
To stay in all the time?
No, not all the time, but just to be there when he needs you.
Well, I still go out with my friends.
I just don't want people talking about me and Harvey.
You don't want them talking, what you mean in the general sense, or because you're so young, you think that makes it worse?
Yeah.
People say things about me in the newspaper. She shouldn't be out. She's got a baby. She shouldn't be out. Why shouldn't I be out? I'm entitled to a break. And I think what you need to do is try and find the balance. I mean, everybody knows that you are his main carer and that you take care of him. Maybe just go out once. I'd like to, next time I see you, I'd like to hear that you've been out on a night out with your friends.
Coming up, when Levi stops listening to what I have to say,
What am I going to do with you?
I decide to have a heart-to-heart with my own daughter.
You're dead scared. I've been scared of telling you.
And a 16-year-old reminds me how lonely life gets when you're a teenage mum.
It's harsh. This is not the greatest life.
I've been lifting the lid on what life is like for teen mums today and getting to the bottom of why I don't want my 13-year-old daughter to follow in my footsteps.
I don't want her to have a baby at 18.
No.
I don't want her to.
Schoolgirl Levi is so worried about what people think that she stopped going out.
I think she's a little bit afraid of being Levi. She said she feels guilty. She's worried what people will think of her if she's not with him 24/7, and that's a mum's job, apparently. And I am trying to say to her, but you still need to be you.
I'm chuffed to hear that she's taken my advice and is going out for the evening with her brother and his girlfriend. From the second I met Levi, she reminded me of my own 13-year-old daughter, Emily.
Could I have one game of bowling for 3 kids?
Sorry. He's gonna kill me. Oh!
This is the first night out that Levi's had since Harvey was born 15 months ago.
Oh, it's turning!
With Levi out bowling, Granny Tabitha is babysitting Harvey at home, so I pop over for a chat, mum to mum.
I can't imagine Emily coming to me and saying, Mum, I'm pregnant. I can't imagine what you must have felt at that point. Well, I can, but I can't.
No, I felt absolutely gutted for her. It was as though this isn't happening. This is a dream. And then at the end, when you saw the baby on the thing, his little heartbeat, at the time you didn't know what it was. That was it. That was somebody's. She'd made that baby. But I felt guilty as a mum because I was judged as a mum. I should have known what she was doing. But you can't be with your children 24/7, can you?
Oh, that's well lucky.
She was going out with friends, drinking.
You still got my phone?
But I didn't think she was doing to get Harvey. Obviously, she must have been.
Next day, I'm catching up with Levi in town to find out how her night went.
So how long were you out in all, Levi?
About an hour.
Oh, Levi. How was that?
Horrible.
Horrible? Why horrible?
Well, no, it wasn't horrible.
Sometimes it's about you. You're not being selfish.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's about you. What am I going to do with you?
Me and my mates have decided one day before we go back to school, we do what I go out on towers for the day.
How on earth will you ever cope?
I don't know yet. It would be nice to just go with my friends, but then there's loads of things there Harvey could do.
Right, that's it. I give up. I give up. Listen to me. Enjoy Harvey and enjoy being Levi, okay? Remember what this old lady said to you one day. Give us a cuddle. It's been lovely to meet you. All right? Take care, darling.
Yeah.
There's no change in that girl's mind whatsoever. She is as stubborn as a mule.
I think Kim's advice is good, but I just think she's got different ways of doing stuff than I have.
She needs to put herself first sometimes.
So far, all the girls I've met have one thing in common, the opportunity to live at home with mum. When I first had my son David, I didn't have that option. Dad was so poorly, so he couldn't have a crying newborn in the house. Luckily, I found a place, but what happens if you don't have anywhere to go?
Hi, it's Kim.
Today, mother and baby units exist for girls like 16-year-old Kirsty from Crewe.
You had to be 16 to go into the mother and baby unit, so I moved in the day after.
Hi, what's your name? Hi, Kirsty, I'm Kim, and who are you?
This is Toby.
Kirsty lives in a one-bed flat in the unit with her 15-month-old son, Toby.
It's livable.
Oh, that's big enough for you guys. How long have you lived here, then?
Coming up on 4 months now.
How have you ended up here in this mother and baby unit?
I couldn't stay at home because my sister's got mental disabilities and stuff. My sister was screaming because she can't control it at all. Yeah. He was getting like angry and upset. It just got too much. I just couldn't handle it anymore.
Kirsty's able to get help from the staff whenever she needs it and has weekly one-to-one support sessions.
I've only started feeling like Toby's mum since I've moved here, like, properly. Whereas when I was still with my mum, I was like, he's my baby, but I don't feel like a mum.
Because mum would always be...
I can always have them to fall back on if I needed it. But here I've enjoyed it more. And Toby's, like, got closer with me as well. He's a big mummy's boy now.
Ah, and that's a nice feeling.
Yeah.
Kirsty really is learning valuable life skills being here.
What have you learnt while you've been here that you maybe didn't know before?
Only like cooking and the importance of like the healthy diet for him more than anything.
That nice, cheeky. Oh, he's a happy little boy, isn't he?
Yeah. When he's not throwing a tantrum, he's always... So since living here, he has cooked meals.
So what's next for you then, do you think? Where do you go now from here?
Going to college, I'm planning in September. Yeah.
So you've applied for that course then?
Yeah. So I think that'd be good. So since helping my sister and stuff, it's kind of like inspired me to help other people.
I'm staying with Kirsty for the evening. With Toby fed and put to bed, we settle into her normal routine.
Yeah.
What happens now?
Nothing. I really just sit here. I don't do anything.
You don't do anything? Don't do anything?
No.
She just does nothing? She just sits on her own?
When the staff go home at 9, the girls go to their individual flats and the unit is locked up to visitors, which means that night after night, once Toby's gone to bed, Kirsty is all alone.
It's possibly one of the longest nights of my life.
I'd forgotten how lonely being a single mum can be.
Sometimes I do just sit here and cry and just think, oh God, I wish someone would come and visit me. I do sit here like, I want to cuddle.
Aww. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, I'll give you a cuddle. Come here. Bless you. I mean, my experience, being a young mum was completely different because, I had a lot of support around me. I had a lot of friends. So this is completely different from anything that I've ever experienced. I mean, I know why she's done it. I think it's fantastic that she's done it. She said she's not sure she made any sacrifices, but I think she's made huge sacrifices.
All the girls have.
I'd be lost without him, really. Don't know what I'd be doing without him.
Do you not know what love is till you'd have your own child? Then you know what love is. Definitely.
Seeing her smile, seeing them little clinging onto you, it's nice. I love it. I really do. I really, really, really love it.
I do feel like I'm a good mum, but sometimes I don't because I don't know. I think it's my age more than anything.
Kirsty and all the other girls I've met prove to me that young mums give up an enormous amount to bring up their kids. And I really don't want that for Emily. If I'm going to make sure she doesn't get pregnant young, it's time for a mother-to-daughter, heart-to-heart.
I'd be dead scared. I'd be like, scared of telling you.
But you would tell me, though?
Yeah, of course.
Not that you'll ever need to tell me.
No, I wouldn't.
Because that's not going to happen, is it, Emily?
I was being so.
That's not going to happen, is it?
No, it's not.
I was young myself, but that doesn't mean I want you to get pregnant at 18, Emily. It's not ideal.
No. Probably the earliest I would have a kid would be about... This is the earliest, like 19, 20.
But still 19's quite young,
Not
isn't it?
19, 20.
That would be the earliest.
20, yeah, that would be the earliest. Promise. Promise you.
Promise me.
Promise you.
Because I will kill you.
Yeah, I know you will.
I mean, the mums I've met are all so very different, but they're all struggling in their own way. It's limiting. It's harder to realise any dreams that you may have. It's tough. Whether we agree with it or not, it's always going to happen. But hey, let's just stop judging people and get behind them and give them a break.
Amen to that. Well, Kate Thornton gets to grips with her secret past and explores what it's like to be anorexic in today's world. That's brand new next Wednesday night at 10. Next tonight, the Beast gets a bit on the side with Emma, so stay with us.